China's strategy to end price wars, impacts on global trade. China draws a line in the sand. Ending price wars is now a top priority amid escalating trade tensions. In a bold move, China's top leadership has made it crystal clear that it's determined to put an end to the cutthroat competition that's been plaguing the economy. President Xi Jinping has thrown his weight behind a new campaign aimed at tackling one of the primary causes of deflation and strained relationships with trade partners. But here's where it gets interesting. This crackdown on excess competition is set to have far-reaching implications for businesses and consumers alike. The Communist Party's powerful Politburo has vowed to take a more hands-on approach to managing overcapacity in key industries. According to a statement released by the official Xinhua news agency, the government is gearing up to regulate local government practices that have been criticized. And this is the part most people miss. The fact that China's local governments have been offering lucrative incentives to attract investment, which has only served to exacerbate the problem. But what does this mean for the average consumer? On the one hand, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think China's crackdown on price wars is a step in the right direction or a recipe for disaster? Share your opinions in the comments below. China's Economic Strategy 2025, cracking down on competition, boosting growth. China's economic crossroads, a delicate balance of growth and stability. As the world's second-largest economy, China is facing a multitude of challenges that threaten to disrupt its growth trajectory. The country's top leaders have just vowed to support the economy, but with a twist. They're cracking down on disorderly competition and beefing up capacity cuts in key industries. But here's where it gets interesting. Will this bold move be enough to stimulate growth, or will it inadvertently create more problems? The Politburo, China's top decision-making body, has signaled that the economy still faces many risks and challenges, despite stronger-than-expected economic data and a continued tariff truce with Washington. The government is walking a tightrope, trying to balance the need for growth with the need for stability, and this is the part most people miss. China's economic modernization is at stake. So, what's the plan? China will maintain an accommodative monetary policy, but with a twist. There's no mention of rate cuts. Instead, the government will focus on structural monetary policy tools to provide stronger support for technological innovation, boost consumption, aid small firms, and stabilize foreign trade. And this is where it gets controversial. Some analysts believe that stimulating consumer demand is key to effectively fighting deflation, but others argue that this approach may not be enough. President Xi Jinping has emphasized the need to effectively boost consumption and break the cycle of involution, a term widely used in China to describe a situation where intense competition among companies leads to diminishing returns and even losses. But can China really achieve this without sacrificing growth? The answer is unclear, and it's a topic that's sure to spark debate. The government has also pledged to promote technological innovation and speed the growth of emerging pillar industries that are globally competitive, while curbing disorderly competition. But what does this mean in practice? Will it lead to a more level playing field for businesses, or will it create new challenges? As China prepares to hold a key party plenum in October, analysts expect the meeting to focus on discussions for the new 5-year plan. But with persistent deflationary pressures, a prolonged property downturn, and rising global trade risks, the economy faces many risks and challenges. Can China's leaders navigate these complexities and achieve their economic goals? Only time will tell. Content hooks. What do you think is the biggest challenge facing China's economy right now? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree that stimulating consumer demand is key to effectively fighting deflation? Why or why not? How do you think China's crackdown on disorderly competition will affect businesses in the country? Share your thoughts.